Let's quickly talk about Wrike versus Asana business plan software. So we want to analyze those two software tools and see which one is great for you. If you are thinking about writing a business plan, whether you are doing a solo project or you're working within a team, it's important to have the right software when it comes to business planning and business plan writing. So here's the overview I want you to pay attention to. First of all, when you think about Wrike and Asana, those are not business plan software per se. So they are primarily project management and collaboration management software tools. But the good thing is that you can use those project management tools and collaboration management tools as business plan software, either by tapping into the functionality that revolves around business planning or using the templates that come with Wrike and Asana. This is really great. And one thing I want to say here is that when we think about Wrike and Asana in the context of business planning, we love the fact that you have collaboration tools, but you also have automation. In other words, you basically are having two pieces of software that gives you a lot of options when it comes to automating your business plan writing capabilities. And this is especially important if you work within a team. Let's say you have a team that has 10 or 20 or 100 people, and those people are not geographically under the same roof. They're like somewhere on all 5 continents, and you have to collaborate with them. Having the proper tool to actually write a business plan, a consolidated business plan, is really important. And so when you think about both Asana and Wrike, they have very specific use cases that make it each a good fit for a specific audience. Each is a strong project management tool that can be used to coordinate access to several work streams. You can also use either Asana or Wrike to coordinate access teams to get work done at a very high level. And when we talk about work done, we're talking about all kinds of work done, including business plan writing. Asana, in our view, is best for coordinating complex projects across teams where tasks need to define as subtasks with different owners. Wrike, in our view, is best for larger teams that like to customize everything about their solution, from tasks to reporting dashboards. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. You're going to love today's conversation. Make yourself comfortable. We are going to dig a little deeper here. I first want to talk about Asana. So when you think about Asana from a business plan software perspective, what should you really remember here? So the thing is that Asana is a full-featured project management software that aims to enable the collaboration of a team without having to focus on the clutter of email. So if you are working on a business plan and you are in a team environment, you will love Asana. And with Asana, you get the ease of an out-of-the-box project management solution to one that can be customized to fit your specific project or team's needs. So if you are working on a business plan right now, you can actually use Asana to customize everything from A to Z. Asana creates a lot of value through the simplicity it offers in managing your projects across teams such as marketing, engineering, product, and finance. Each task can be specifically assigned to the right team member, and subtasks can be broken out and assigned to different individuals. And this is kind of important too. If you are working on a business plan and all the different sections of a business plan, you can actually allocate them. You can divide them or subdivide them to different team members. This is totally fine. So by doing that, you are able to bring the team together without the clutter and spam-like feeling of a massive email. So Asana, for all intents and purposes, is best for teams looking to coordinate across departments or functions and to complete complex projects that might require several subtasks with different assignees. So when you think about Asana, I want you to think about a tool that helps you actually coordinate things from a single dashboard. So what are the pros and cons you have to remember here? When you think about Asana, the pros: very user-friendly, customizable, but can be out of the box. It's affordable. You can see on the screen here. Here is the pricing for Asana as of the date of this show. So you have the basic, the premium, and the business. And also Asana supports all of the most popular view types. This is kind of cool. What about the cons here? Well, the offline mode is only available on mobile. and it doesn't support many agile capabilities that engineering teams may crave. Let's now talk about Wrike. So if you think about Wrike here, Wrike business plan software, what is really happening here? So Wrike, right off the bat, is great for professional services teams, okay? And so when you think about Wrike, I want you to think about a simple project management tool that really becomes something special when you unlock its customizable features. And the software offers a strong real-time collaboration workflows and the ability to customize anything from individual tasks to your entire reporting dashboard. And so this is kind of cool. Now, there's a big bummer here. Wrike doesn't offer the same amount of unlimited storage as Asana. So if you are working on an important business plan or even multiple business plans and you need a lot of storage, you're not going to really be lucky by going with Wrike. And so the cool thing is that if you are willing to pay more, then you might get that storage. If you get the business pricing plan, you will open up to 5 gigabytes of data for each user, which will be more than enough for most teams. And so one thing I want to say here is that with the Wrike, you really have to understand that Wrike is best for larger teams that want to customize everything about their project management tool experience. It can be used for basic project management capabilities, including business plan writing, but you will find Asana a better immediate fix in that area. And I want you to look right now on the screen for me. Here is the pricing for Wrike as of the date of this show. So you can see that Asana and Wrike are kind of similar when it comes to pricing. You have $0, the free plan. You have the team plan is $9.80, which is pretty close to the $10 that Asana is charging, and the business is charging you $24.90, which is pretty close to the $25. Okay, so in terms of pricing, they're pretty close. Let's talk about the pros and cons of these two tools. The pros first. When you think about Asana, not Asana here, Wrike for a business plan software perspective, you have a very customizable tool, including workflows and individual fields, especially when it comes to breaking down all the tasks and subtasks that relate to a traditional business plan. You have real-time reporting and custom dashboards. Those are available within Wrike, and you have time tracking capabilities. What about the cons here? Well, this tool does not unlock its true power until the third pricing tier. So we're talking here about the business. So if you remember the tiers, you have the free, the team, and the business, and then you have the enterprise and pinnacle. And so Wrike is not an out-of-the-box solution, and the user interface is a little poor in our view. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Wrike versus Asana business plan software. I want to go a little granular with the details here. So how does Asana stack up against the Wrike? Okay, and I'm going to really take features by feature so that we can really understand what's really happening here. I want to start with the pricing. As I said earlier, the pricing is pretty similar. Okay, because for Asana, first you have it's free to start, right? Also, Asana has plans of $10.99 and $24.99 per user per month if billed annually. Enterprise pricing is not disclosed. What about Wrike? Well, you have the free for basic functionality. Also, Wrike has plans of $9.80 and $24.80 per user per month, and enterprise pricing is not disclosed. So you can see that for everything that's disclosed, the pricing is similar. So we have an analogous pricing strategy here. What about popular integrations? This is really an important element, especially if you are working on a team that has multiple tools available to team members. And so for Asana, you have integrations as diverse as Jira, Zoom, Salesforce, Google Drive, Microsoft Teams. What about Wrike? You have integrations as diverse as Salesforce, Jira, GitHub, Slack, Microsoft Teams, Google Drive, Tableau. So you have a lot of you seem to have a lot more functionalities and integrations with Wrike as you do with Asana, but in reality, it's about the same. It's about the same. One thing that really plays an important role here, again, everything revolves around the features that you need and the number of users that you are going to use, the number of users that you're going to register, because everything goes from a license point of view here. So this is how you actually calculate your total cost. So in terms of pricing and popular integrations, Asana and Wrike are pretty much the same. There is no clear winner here. There is no sort of there is no competitive edge here. Okay. Now the bottom line here is that you need to think about whether or not you have used Asana in the past or Wrike in the past. That's what it is. Now let me talk to you about the storage capability. This is an area where basically there is a clear distinction to think about. First of all, with Asana, there is no limit on the storage capability, but with Wrike, you do have some restrictions. So you have 2 gigabytes per account with the free plan, up to 10 gigabytes per user with the enterprise plan. So when it comes to a storage capability, Asana is a clear winner here, because if you are in a team where you do care about the storage capability, then having no limits is a clear winner here. What about sharing? So sharing is also an important, if you are working on a business plan project where you have all team members must collaborate at some point in time, you want to have this sharing functionality, right? So with Asana, the entire team, you can share to the entire team, and individual projects can be shared externally, not a problem. And also with Wrike, the entire team and external users can view all items as invited. So when it comes to sharing, both Asana and Wrike are pretty similar. They offer pretty similar functionalities and privileges. So there's no clear winner here. But again, as I said earlier, storage capability, when it comes to storage capability, Asana is a clear winner. So the bottom line here, going back to what I said earlier, whether you have to choose Asana or Wrike for storage or sharing, it really depends on your needs, and it depends also on the number of users that you have, because when we talk about sharing or storage in general, those two elements are there's a strong correlation between the number of users you have and also your sharing capability. I mean, the more users you have, the more sharing you will need. And this is just pure statistics here, okay? So it's one of those things where you have to sit down and analyze what kind of needs you have and what types of documents you are going to share too. Because when we talk about storage capability, you got to ask yourself, normally business plan projects trigger very heavy documents, including audio and video, and in some cases pictures. So you want to make sure that you analyze your sharing needs beforehand. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Wrike versus Asana business plan software. I want to continue by talking about the free plan storage. So the cool thing about Asana versus Wrike is that in Asana, you can assign due dates to each individual task and subtasks. So this is kind of cool. And in Wrike, each individual task can have its own due date as well. So this is really cool. And what about work schedule? Well, Asana only provides account-wide scheduling, whereas Wrike comes with both account-wide and individual scheduling features. So from that point of view, Wrike is a clear winner here because Wrike has more flexibility. Okay, so when you really think about everything, everything in a consolidated fashion, you can see that both Asana and Wrike can be usable project management solutions. Wrike offers less storage, but the reasons you would use Wrike, such as the customization, require you to buy a plan with at least 5 gigabytes of storage space per user. Either can work for any size team, but Wrike will need to be customized more for certain segments. Okay, and so when we talk about customization here, customization in project management means something different to different businesses. So as you embark on your business plan writing, let's say activity, you got to really think about what customization means for you. For one company, it might mean making sure you can set up a proper reporting dashboard with exactly what you need on it to run your projects. While to another, customization means taking a piece of software and making it look like it is a custom tool that was crafted by that specific business. And Asana has plenty of customization that will appeal to the first group that I spoke about. You can customize your projects and workflows to basically whatever you need while using integrations to fill the void of everything else. However, and this is a big however here. With Wrike, you can meet the needs of that second group that I just spoke about earlier by creating a white label project management software with your own branding. So you are able to tackle the things that really matter to your business plan writing team. So customization is typically a very popular feature that many businesses require out of a project management tool. Your actual customization needs and which group earlier you resonate with the most will determine which tool is best suited for you. So what is our verdict here? What is the bottom line? So when you think about Wrike versus Asana business plan software, the choices that you make in the end will determine what really the choices you make will be driven by your needs. Okay. And as I said before, both Wrike and Asana are solid project management solutions and in a world filled with variations. And both have been around quite a while and are leading the industry in project oversight. So the thing here is that if you want to use Asana, use Asana for basic project management that requires collaboration across teams or functions that relates to your business plan and business planning in general. And you want to use Wrike if you want to customize as much as possible to fit your company. Let's say you started like a business plan writing program or business planning activity, and you basically want to customize things right off the bat. This is where Wrike comes into play. Okay, so it's really important to think about that. And so Asana is a great tool for small businesses because it really offers a free plan for teams of up to 15 people. Asana also has a wide range of features and integrations that can be helpful for small businesses, such as project management, task management, business planning, file sharing, and more. And basically, Wrike is also really easy to use. Wrike has a user-friendly dashboard that's very easy to set up. You can access all the projects, teams, and financials from the home screen, and also can create tasks, assign them to others, and set due dates. So this is important if you are working on a business plan. You want to have due dates because if, for instance, you have a board presentation within 2 or 3 weeks, you do not want to have the plan you do not want to run this whole project with no deadline. So you want to have deadlines. So at the end of the day, the best project management for your business plan depends on your needs, depends on your budget. Okay, depends also on the users that you have and the skill set of the users. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you have a plan that requires or that triggers a steep learning curve, this is going to delay the whole project. But if you have a team that is accustomed to using a specific tools or a related tool, then things will go a little faster. You don't have to waste the time. You don't have to hire a third party to sort of train your team before they get started. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Wrike versus Asana business plan software. This was a quick compare and contrast. So I gave you the overview, and I give you the details and the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll talk to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.